Hey Warren, Eckstein here. One of the most common questions I get on the pet show is about aggressive behavior. What are the signs of aggressive behavior? I read this great article the other day, put it in perspective. They call it the stairwell of dog aggression. How aggression starts out. For example, if you have a dog that's excessively yawning or excessively licking their lips, that's a sign of anxiety, and that can possibly graduate to more aggressive behavior. So watch that excessive lip licking or yawning. Also, if you notice that your dog's constantly turning their head away from you, that's also indicative of possible future aggressive behavior. Walking away. When your dog walks away from you, it's a sign that he's not too comfortable with you. There are times your dog's going to walk away, but you know what I'm talking about. When the dog is playing with you and all of a sudden decides to walk away, that could be an indication. Ears back could be fear, could be anxiety, but could be aggressive behavior as well. If it's a fearful, aggressive behavior, you'll notice that your dog will kind of seem cowering, the tail will be tucked in, sometimes rolling over. When a dog rolls over, it could be a sign of one of two things: total submission or total comfort. So if you have a dog that's rolling over, most of the time with our dogs, they want to get kissed and hugged, but it could also be indicative of a dog that's starting to display some aggressive behavior, so rolling on their back. Staring. A stiff, hard stare, a confused stare could be indicative of aggressive behavior starting to happen as well. Obviously, growling and barking. What's kind of interesting about growling, though, growling is a dog's way of saying, leave me alone. And a lot of people force the issue. So if your dog is growling, it's something you have to work on behaviorally. Why is the dog growling? How do you resolve it? But when the dog is growling at that point, it's basically saying, you know what, peace, brother, leave me alone, and walk away. Or that barking and growling at the same time. If you have a dog that's snapping, good indication that aggressive behavior is going to follow, and very often it's followed by biting. So those are your basic steps: lip licking, yawning, turning your head, walking away, ears back, cowering, tucked tail, rolling over, growling, barking, snapping, and ultimately biting. Doesn't always occur in that order. Sometimes biting is the first thing that happens. What I've noticed, though, is over the years working with thousands of dogs and their guardians, is if aggressive behavior is kind of brought up or found at the beginning, you can resolve it very easily. Even dogs that have been totally aggressive. I've taken dogs out of shelters that have been horribly treated and were very aggressive, and it took me a long time to resolve these situations as a professional and build up the dog's confidence at the same time. Now, the worst thing you do is when the dog is showing aggressive behavior, is become aggressive with the dog. And that's what a lot of trainers recommend. You got to be more assertive. You got to be the alpha. You got to be the boss. If everyone's telling the dog what to do, the dog's going to strike out a little, but he has to. Bottom line is, know the signs of aggression I just went over with you. And if you notice any of these signs, maybe it's time to consult with your veterinarian or behaviorist or a qualified trainer. Doesn't mean that your dog is an aggressive dog. Doesn't mean that your dog is a vicious dog. Just means that something's going on that's confusing to your dog, and this is why he's displaying that type of behavior. So, over the years, I've worked with thousands of the dogs that were considered aggressive or assertive. Good training, good behavior, working with the family, we can resolve most of those issues most of the time. Anything that sounds negative is negative. Find a positive way to resolve those issues. I'm Warren Eckstein.